James McAvoy, congratulations on Together, and thanks for joining us on the Sunday Project.
Thanks very much for having me. Cheers.
I have to admit, I really wasn't sure what to expect when I sat down to watch a movie all about lockdown. What went through your mind when you first sat down and read the script?
It took about 2 pages, and what was going through my head was I want to do this. It reflected for me the experience that I'd had, an extreme version of it. So you get to watch this couple who hate each other, trapped for 2 years, and what that does to them and what that does to their relationship. And it's intensely funny, extremely romantic, extremely anti-romantic, and dark and upsetting and beautiful. And hopefully by the end it's got some hope in it as well.
Here's the thing, we've been through all this stuff, right? And we are, you and I, still here.
Wow. That is, I mean, that's the most romantic thing anyone's ever said to me. Did you hear that in a song or something?
It's a slightly different kind of filmmaking because you spend most of it staring straight down the barrel of the camera. What was that like for you as an acting experience?
I love it. My favourite thing as an actor is to be on stage talking to the audience. So to get to do film or TV acting and be on set talking to the audience, albeit through a camera, and they're not actually there on the day, it's the closest thing I've come to live theatre. So it felt quite natural. Just felt like I was just chatting to a friend most of the time, you know.
James has spent more than 25 years commanding audiences. He's as much at home in West End plays as he is in Hollywood blockbusters.
I've never felt power like this before.
The BAFTA winner has performed every accent under the sun, but none more comfortably than his own Scottish tongue.
No, there's no TikTok for Monica's big man. I know you're coming Oro Peely Wally up there, but I'm going to have you doing your skate faster than a whippy gets a hard on, OK?
Now, before the pandemic, you celebrated your Scottish heritage by hosting Saturday Night Live and wearing a kilt while you were doing it. I have to ask, is it true what they say about men wearing kilts?
It is true. Generally, quite a lot of us do go commando when we're wearing kilts. It just feels nice. But the only thing is, like, you're wearing a kilt, you're going commando because that's what you're meant to do, and then you've always got invariably some person who's absolutely steaming at 2 in the morning, like, you're a true Scotsman, you're a true Scotsman, and trying to have a gander, you know?
Off-screen, James is pretty tight-lipped about his private life, but we did get a rare insight into his cooking skills last year.
Now, we also know you for stepping into the kitchen, taking part in the Great British Bake Off. When did you realise you were such a terrible cook?
Oh, come on. I won that thing. Do you know what? If I'm following a recipe, I'm good. Decorating, making it look pretty, I don't know about that, but I think I can make things that taste pretty good. But the thing is, they didn't put this in the Great British Bake Off. Even though I won it, I did admit during the show that I was a trained confectioner. I trained for 2.5 years as a confectioner before I became an actor. And I said that, I owned up to that, I confessed, and they cut it out of the show.
Now, there was one line that you delivered during the course of the show that I'm sure you're going to spend the rest of your life trying to live down. Do you remember what it was?
No, go on.
It feels a bit wet.
It feels a bit wet. Feels a bit wet. It feels a bit wet.
Well, it did. It felt a bit wet. Yeah, that seemed to have stuck, as it were. I'm happy with that. I'm good. My intentions were pure.
Now, before I let you go, I know that congratulations are in order because you recently got married. Now, I know you don't want to become tabloid fodder, so the only question I will ask is, how would you rate married life?
Really good. Really good. I'm so tight-lipped. I'm mega tight-lipped when it comes to family and anything like that, but really good.
I'm glad. Well, congratulations once again on Together. The acting is off the charts, superb. It's real, it's raw, it's a brilliant movie. So thanks again for joining us on the Sunday Project.
Thanks so much, Lisa. Cheers for that.
I would never have guessed in a million years that he was trained as a confectioner.
No, that
Didn't
was
even know that was a thing.
Sweet face, though.
Yeah. Oh, what a way to wrap up the show with just another zinger from you, eh? They've just been non-stop tonight, and Together is available for digital download this Wednesday, March 30th.